Gurudev, if energy is just vibration, how can it be categorized as positive or negative? Is it just our perception? Please could you explain?
On one level, yes. Energy is just energy. There is no positive, negative. But if you are an electrician, you know. Two lines. And any simple person would know in the battery there are two poles. If you, in your torch, if you put the positive to negative, negative to positive, it doesn't work. You have to put your cells, the battery is correct in your torch or any other instrument, isn't it? No. So both are true. And in the ultimate sense, energy is just energy. There is no positive, negative. But one step below that, you can feel that something that is different, in its very feel, you find some is positive, some is negative. Yeah.
Gurudev, is Medha the same as IQ, or is it something higher?
It's very difficult to translate Medha into English. IQ could be the closest, maybe. It's much more than just IQ, yes, of course.
Gurudev, how do we ensure that we place our faith in the right people?
Say that again.
How do we ensure that we place our faith in the right people?
Well, when you have clarity in mind, this starts happening. First you should believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, then you can have faith in others. If your faith is only due through some miracles and some external glamour, it's not going to stick. But if you listen to your heart, the heart says, hey, this is the right thing. One is your mind gets charmed by various external things, glamour. And if your faith is based on just external glamour or verbal jugglery or such talents, that's one thing, that's a different thing. But when you listen to your heart says something different. Oh, you become sensitive to what is true, what is real, what is genuine. And then your heart moves in that direction. Then the faith comes there without any effort. You don't have to place your faith. If you try to get rid of faith, that is difficult. If you have faith in the right place and you try to get rid of it, it becomes difficult. It doesn't work. Yeah. So faith is not something that you intellectually decide and keep. It is little beyond that. It's something beyond, isn't it? Your gut feeling, your heart puts the faith there. Just for example, try to do that. You believe in somebody, try to doubt them. The more you try to doubt them, your effort to doubt and discard your trust becomes almost futile. Your mind again comes up with all judgments. No, that is not the case. It says like that. So it is just the quality of our own being, our life, that determines how much faith we have. The stronger our being, the stronger the faith is. Yeah.
Gurudev, it feels nice to dream big, but what is the way to achieve such big dreams? Is it possible for ordinary people like me?
Oh yes, 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 yes. Those who think themselves are ordinary only can become extraordinary. If someone thinks I am extraordinary, forget about that. They may climb some ladders, but then they'll fall very fast.
Gurudev, mind and prana is formless, and the body has a form. What connects the formless to the form?
They are not separate to connect. It's like asking, how do I connect to the space? What do you mean? You are in the space. All the forms are in the formless. Only then you can even identify in the form. Do you see what I'm saying? And the formless is identified by the form. You take a pot, the space inside the pot can be identified because it is contained by some form, isn't it? An empty pot contains that empty space. Now think this way. Suppose a ball of mud is here, and then the same ball of mud is made into a pot. The pot is here. What do you buy? Which one would you buy? The pot. When you buy the pot, what do you buy in it? The space. The space by itself has no value. Mud by itself has no value. When they both come together, it becomes a pot. And the pot has a value, right? So the manifest, the formless, the unmanifest, the formless, the manifest form, they are complementary, they coexist, and they complement each other. Because of their being together, they can exist and they have value also.
Gurudev, teenagers want to try out everything in the name of experimenting. How do we create a strong barrier in them so they don't indulge in drugs and other addictions?
I don't think teenagers want to try out everything. There are certain barriers, they have it either by family tradition or by values. They won't. Don't think every teenager is involving or indulging in all sorts of rubbish things or even horrible things. No. Every individual grows by certain standards in life. They have certain standards, they have certain barriers. And so the parents must put those strong barriers, you see. And the environment also speaks quite a bit for that. Yeah. Of course, religion definitely creates certain barriers in their lifestyle. In some way, it is good. See, a Muslim will never touch pork, and a Hindu will never touch beef. And similarly, there are many other things. These are the barriers put by the parents from the very young age. A Jain will never touch anything that is non-vegetarian. Because from childhood they said, oh, ahimsa, non-violence, non-violence. Vegetarianism is so well ingrained in the Jain families, they never touch. Barrier comes up naturally. Similarly, even those who eat meat, they have some barriers. In some part of the world, they use all the bugs as salad dressing. You know that. And in other parts of the world, they don't. Even the pets they eat. But there are barriers about the pets. Not eating the pet. I had someone went to all the way from America to China, and then they asked someone, where you had a pet dog, where is it? I said, long time back, I know you had a pet dog. They said, you know. So, there are people who consume many things. Like flea market. But actually the fleas and worms, those things some people eat because they have no barrier about those things. Like that, we must create certain barriers and not create some other barriers. Instead of creating barriers about religion, race, gender barrier is such a worst thing in the world. These barriers should not be encouraged. And there are other barriers it's good to encourage. Because you see, kids, when they see their parents being alcoholic, the kids don't touch it. They come up with their own barrier. They see what's happening to their dad or mom, how they're drunk and they're not normal. And kids really start getting aversion towards it. Same with drug. If one boy in a house is a drug addict, the younger children, the younger brothers, they see them and they start putting a barrier on their own. They see their state of affairs, they say, no. Usually this happens. Doesn't this happen? When one elder brother is a drug addict, the younger brothers and sisters, they all come up with this barrier. Oh, no way, I don't want to do this. How many of you experience this? How many of you know this? So usually this happens. How many of you know that the father is an alcoholic and the children stay away from alcohol? Raise your hands. Raise your hand, let me see. Oh, yes. How many of you say that is not the case? The children also get addicted. Raise your hands. Some of you are not raising hands for both. मैं हिंदी में पूछता हूँ. अच्छा, कितने लोगों को ऐसा अनुभव है जब एक पिता या माँ या कोई माँ तो इतना होती नहीं, पिता या शराबी है तो बच्चे शराब से दूर रहते हैं? हाथ उठाइए. हाँ, आप ज़्यादा हाथ उठ रहे हैं. Why you need to keep away some of these habits is because it is not congenial for your evolution, for your growth, for your happiness. That's the reason. Right? Either it is not good for the body or for the mind or for both. So you keep away from those things. Yeah.
Gurudev, you have mentioned that yantras are energy flow diagrams. Do such yantras exist within the human body? Could you please speak about this?
Yeah, there are many circuits in the body. If you do advanced course, you will understand about the mudras, how the mudras form different energy circuits. But I tell you, don't give too much importance to these things. Anything new you take, it is very thrilling. Wow, you say, oh, mandalas, yantras. Oh. But when you go too much into it, it's only temporary. Then you should know the self is much beyond all this. And meditation is the way. You want to go beyond the forms, beyond all the diagrams, all the energy circuits. Yeah, that is good. It's nice to look at it, but I have seen some people go so much into it and they get stuck. Yeah. That you don't need to do. Yeah.
Gurudev, you have inspired 3 momentous world culture festivals, and we are eagerly looking forward to the 4th one in the US, happening from 29th September through 1st October. What is your vision behind these grand celebrations?
We had our first World Culture Festival in Bangalore in 2006 when Art of Living wanted to celebrate its 25 years of service to humanity. And we did. We had thousands of artists come on the same stage and they did perform. We got 2.5 million people, 25 lakh people attended that program. Then we had our 30 years celebration. We took it to Europe. And that was 75 years of World War II. Then we wanted to do it in the Olympic Stadium in Berlin, from where the World War was announced. We said we will do world peace meditation from this place. So in Germany, we had the program in the Olympic Stadium. Again, it was such a great moment, coming together of all cultures. People from all these 150 countries came together. Then in 2016, you all know, we had 35 years of celebration in New Delhi. It was a magical moment. The 3rd World Culture Festival. Again, to remind the society, the world, that we are all one human family. We are part of one global family. That was so obvious in that celebration, and people are still talking about it even after 7 years. So in between, we want to do this on 2021, but because of Corona and all that stuff, we just pushed it a couple of years later. So now 2023, we will have the 4th World Culture Festival, just to remind ourselves that we are part of a global family. We know we are part of global family, but we need to remind ourselves and bring people from across the globe to celebrate life. Today, in a polarized world, there is so much of negativity and tension. It's only celebration and meditation coming together can uplift human spirit and take us to our true nature, which is love and care. So in the spirit of bringing the world together in a sense of family, bringing the world together for a greater cause and for commitment to humanity, and reaffirming the message that we are all part of one global family. World Culture Festival is planned in Washington, D.C. and all are welcome there. Washington welcomes the world. Yeah. And those who see, today the technology has made it so easy. You cannot come there, you can always watch in the YouTube, watch in all the social media, all the medias are there, social media and television. Everywhere it will be there and everyone can watch also.